What's up, CDP? What's up, everyone? Come on in, come on in. I gotta hurry up and do this because I'll be getting ready soon to go to the Bruce situation. I don't think Tommy is going crazy. I think Tommy is trying to process all the stuff that has gone on. Um, I really do. And let me say this, I am not Team Tommy. I am not Team Castro. I am Team listen to what people are saying. Now, I just left Tommy's live and I said a few things. And I mean, Castro, you can go and see what I said. I told you that you need to get a relationship with someone who's, going to do XYZ. But I told you that if you want somebody who got a job, you got to have one. I mean, be the person that you want. Um, And so I went over and listened to Tommy. And Tommy said he was shooting his mess when he came over here last night. And, Tommy said a lot of things. But what I am getting from Tommy is that he sacrificed himself to protect Castro. Now, of course, we saw Tommy beat the hell out of Castro. We saw that. And I told Tommy, see, that's the problem. The optics were really bad. And we didn't see all of what Castro was doing because it wasn't on camera. We saw your situation and it really magnified it because we saw your part on camera. Now, I'm hearing Tommy. Tommy is saying that he was trying to help Castro get food stamps, trying to help him do applications for jobs. Tommy was saying that he would run Castro's family to interviews and did a lot for him. Tommy also said it was Castro's mother who invited him to the family events. And she would say, Tommy got a job. Tommy is doing this. It was almost like she was prompting Castro, hey, look what he has. Can you do it? What's up, Honest Bro? Oh, we got to talk. We got to talk. But anyway, it was a lot of things going on. And so Tommy continues to say, I could tell some things, but I'm not. I don't think Tommy is losing his mind. I think Tommy doesn't know how the YouTube situation works. And and Tommy was getting hit and beat up from every side. And it's odd to me because with us, we just like, okay, and whatever, and keep moving. Well, Tommy is different. And I think Tommy really took this stuff seriously, which you really can't. Um, and Tommy said a lot of stuff. So as I listened to Tommy, and this is what I was telling Tommy, I wasn't trying to control you. I wanted you to bring it down so we could have a conversation. And so what I'm getting from Tommy is that Tommy really sacrificed a lot of stuff to really not put Castro out there. Now, Tommy did say you sold your ass. Now he said that, his sister, your sister told him, and you told him. Now I don't know if it was for rent money. I don't know if it was for food, Cheetos, liquor. I don't know, but that's what he said. You know. But I'm gonna say this to Castro. I'm gonna say this to Tommy. I'm here to listen. I'm not here to make the decision. I'm here to kind of get context of what's going on. Castro, you haven't said too much, which you may not want to say, because Tommy might tell it. But then I had to tell Tommy, you coming over here looking hostile and cussing that boy out and acting crazy ain't helping you either. Because the optics of again is you're angry and you will lash out. Now, this is what I told Tommy on his channel. I'm like, look, did the man sell his ass or not? Now, it's not because I'm interested in it, but one minute you said that he would never do this or cheat, and then the next minute is he cheating all over the place. So I think, just go ahead and tell it. Tell the story, tell it straight, tell it truthfully, and move on and let the chips fall where they may. Now, people say, "Oh, Jay, you really just itching trying to get the scoop and stuff." Well, you brought it on YouTube and you talking about it. All I am saying is I am here to get the truth regardless. Now you can say you trying to get the tea or whatever, but I think the truth really sets people free. And what I mean by that is You know, we saw what Tommy did and we didn't like it. And I didn't like it. It was abusive. And I am not excusing that. It is never okay to hit anybody. But I'm seeing a lot of alcoholism. I am seeing a lot of people being inebriated. I'm seeing people not thinking right. I mean, I see a whole lot of stuff. And I'm like, well, damn. And so, again, this is why I tell people, y'all need to be careful what y'all put on YouTube. Now, you get mad at me because I don't put stuff on YouTube, but you better use your brain and not. And I don't have to tell you shit. But, baby, it's all out in the open and people are talking about it. And so, I don't have a problem with Castro. I don't have a problem with Tommy. Ain't team Tommy, ain't team Castro. I know some people trying to put that out there, and I know people saying you being sneaky. Let me tell you what I'm trying to do. Get to the bottom of the story, get the real tea of the story, stop messing around and go ahead and tell it. Because I'm telling you, this is what I'm getting from it. And you don't have to say anything to me. You don't have to say a damn word to me. Do you understand me? You don't. But if I see it, I'm going to say it. And I went on Tommy's page to see what's going on. I also went on Rico's page to see what he was doing as well. I'm telling you. So that's what I'm saying. That's what he said. That's what he said. So I'm hearing what he is saying. What's up, Castro?
Hello, Jay Wilson. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
This is my thing. This is my thing. And I ain't trying to be messy. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. This is the bottom line. Earlier in your relationship, I said, y'all keep your relationship off of YouTube because all people want to do is break it up. I said, and I also said that, there are no friends on YouTube because once a breakup happens and Mad Day happens, all hell breaks loose. Well, all hell has broken loose. One camp is saying that, people are being quiet and shut lip because somebody has some tea. The other camp is saying that I'm throwing Tommy under the bus, which I'm not. And it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me from listening to Tommy that Tommy, and again, the optics look bad for Tommy because he was whooping your ass over there. And of course, when we see that, that's all we have. We only heard what Tommy said about you because there's no real optics. You're not put on television. You're not put on YouTube. Tommy was. And I can understand why people come at Tommy because that's what they saw. But it seems to me that Tommy sacrifice himself, as I put it in the title, not to really say a whole lot about you, and he's taking the flag. And then I talked about Tommy just a few minutes ago because I'm like, well, boo, you said 1 minute the man wasn't cheating on you and the man wasn't doing shit to you, but now you saying that he cheating every 50 minutes. I mean, I'm just embellishing, but a lot. So my thing is, what am I to believe? Because again, it seems like Tommy is protecting again because 1 minute he says this and this. So I'm gonna go on mute and I'm gonna let y'all speak and address that.
Hey,
Jay
how
Wilson,
y'all doing too? Hope y'all doing well, everybody on the panel.
Hey, hold on for a minute, Ro. I either so go ahead, Castro. You started first, so I'm gonna let
what
you
I'm
go ahead and
saying
speak.
is
And
that
I just want y'all to be respectful
right,
because
you
again,
gotta
we
give me
get
respect.
nowhere yelling. But I'm telling you,
I gotta give me a mic. Y'all send me some cash apps. I need to give me a mic or they be over talking me. And I be reading
now,
them.
Tommy, we ain't gonna overtalk. I'm not gonna let Castro overtalk you. And I'm not gonna let you overtalk him, but I do know he has the floor, and I'm gonna let him speak. And then Tommy, I'm gonna let you definitely respond to what he says. And Castro, when you finish, let me know because I want this to be fair. But the thing is, it's a hot mess. All right, so go ahead.
Okay. I had seen your title, and I'm kind of taken back because no one sacrificed, neither of themselves when they have came to this situation. No one has, in my eyes. And I wanted to know what did you really mean by that. That's all.
Well, let me tell you what I really mean. Since you're asking me, I believe Tommy has a lot of shit that he can say about you that would be damaging to you, but Tommy is not saying it because it may be embarrassing to you, and maybe he really likes you to the point where he doesn't. So that's what I mean by that. That's what
And
I
it's
mean by that.
beautiful to me because I talk to him and he's gonna be a reflection of. I mean, he don't understand that if I put all his tea out there, that we go. I'm out. My family gonna relive all this shit. You know what I mean? But he want to be a messy. So let's go on and be messy. We can go on and do it because they already son. When they sent that to the church and me find him, that was I am a open gay. You know, I was reserved, quiet. You know, like a trade at first, but hell, he treated me nice and be real with you. And he brought me out in the gay situation, and I did sacrifice a lot. He can't say I didn't. He been good to me. He did, but I did more for him. You know what I mean? Because I knew the situation. You know what I mean? I protected his family. Every time we get into it, he be drinking, be drunk. He hit the line. And like that's how Brian started calling me. I turn up in my damn house. I'm trying to have a conversation. He every time he do me like that. He see me drunker than him. I'm all slumped up. Why didn't I go? I be so mad, and people on the line say, "Why?" He's like, they like, he don't even like you. He just using you because you got a car, house, everything you got. He envies you for it. He wish he can get. He wants your independent, Tommy. I said, well, it ain't my fault, baby. I tried to hip him. Tried to teach me that I ain't hip him to do shit no more. Not just him. No gay dude. No, I'm not. None of them. Baby. I learned a lot from this situation here, and I want to keep. I want to get moved past it. I don't want. I still want to be friends. I want to be in the beat sector. Who else? I want to find me a real man over there. Can we start talking about me and him getting some in? I
Okay,
got.
well, no, I want to hear Castro's response. So, Castro, that's what he said. He said that you did some things, but he did the majority of it. So, what are your thoughts?
I disagree, and then I can be fair and agree to certain things, but I really don't really want to speak on certain things because I know it'll trigger something to the point where someone will get upset. So I don't really want to take it there.
Don't
Okay.
take it too long with it. You might well go on with it. Ain't no what you holding it back for, baby. Let's go. Let's get it so we can quit talking about this. I'm finna lay you all the way out. So let's go on and get it. Let's get it. Don't back, baby. I ain't finna go with you on this line here, try to like we normally do. You know me finna get mushy at the heart, and I tell it like bag down. Now you wouldn't reference me, bitch. And I'm going to
And
call
let
you
me say something to Tommy real quickly. No one is forced to be up here. If you feel that you need to leave, you can leave. I don't force nobody up here. You are up here because you want to be up here. So I'm letting you all know this right now. But my thing is that it played out publicly and people talking about it publicly. And so that's what I'm saying now. And again, I said that because I heard Tommy's commentary and
Okay,
Tommy
let me
was
be quiet.
telling me.
So go on. Let me shut up. You right, Jay Wilson. Let me be quiet because we
Yeah,
gonna so we can
because let me tell you what I heard. So I heard Tommy say, because see, Tommy thought that I was, so pro Castro. I'm like, I'm listening, and I'm like, no, I'm pro Truth, and I was on Tommy because I'm like, well, how are you saying that this
make your
person
money.
wasn't cheating, but now he seems like he is, and then I see that you're saying that you don't want to say X Y Z because of this, but Tommy then says, why do you click the link? Is it because of attention? Is it because you want to be seen? But you say, well, you don't want to say anything. So that's the deal. And so y'all can say people using people for content or whatever. Well, it was content when they came on. It was content when I said, hey, y'all need to get off of here because baby, it's either your relationship or YouTube. And I guess they chose YouTube and this is what you get. So I understand what y'all trying to say, but baby, people are grown. People are grown. And my thing is, now it's played out. There's some things that you can't take back. There's some things that we done heard that it's like, well, damn. I mean, so Castro, did Tommy try to help you with job applications and so on and so forth, and you didn't do it? I mean, I'm just listening to what he's saying.
Why are we even discussing that? He did give me suggestions on where I can, go and get some help with that, but other than that, I'm
Well,
fine
you
in
said
that department.
it was vice versa. It was vice versa. It was. I'm not agreeing him in that way. It was vice versa because at the time I didn't have a damn job either. So I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you the story without going through the experience with him. So let's be clear with it. So I'm going on, catch up.
Well, like I said, I was brought certain things to my attention. It was up to me if I wanted to make those type of decisions, for my situation. But other than that, I still have the option to do what I really want to do. And when that day comes, that day will come, and I will cross that bridge. without asking anybody for any handouts or being a panhandle over here or really asking for anybody for help because I'm the last one to ask for help. I am.
Can I ask the question? How
Yeah,
you doing, Tom
for you
Castro?
not to ask help, Castro, because as many of us on YouTube have helped you. So don't say that, Castro. Not just only me, as other people have helping you on the back end, and we didn't mind helping you. I ain't mind helping you. I ain't saying it because you helped me too. Now I'm not saying that. They come on now. We was in a relationship now, but you ain't talk. You want to put it all like it's all Tommy Caldwell. It's all I did everything, and you won't own up to nothing you done did. You won't. That's what make me frustrated with you. You won't own like you been an angel all this time. I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing. I'm like, goodness gracious.
Tommy, can I ask you a question? How you doing?
Hold on, let these people speak. Hold on, hold the
Okay.
questions until they finish. Go ahead, Tommy.
And I ain't coming over to be cussing. I really don't want to air the man business out. I just want to go on with my commentary since I know this is a game and a joke. Because the real thing about his family never did nothing to me. I ain't got nothing against the brother. He hit me. He did do it. And Castro know the boy hit me. He hit me, Jay Wilson. And he supposed to be hit me. And I told the boy, I said, because if it was my damn brother and he'd have been out there fighting in front of my house, I'd have clocked that motherfucker. I mean, excuse me, that mother sucker. I'd have get it too. So that's the thing about it was he did he hit me. Castro one drunk. Castro had actually borrowed $5 to get him some bills until he got his money that Friday. Do I need to go back and pull a cash out receipt when the incident happened? And then
But
when the boy
see,
hit
that's
me
the
in the
problem
head,
right there. That is your problem right there. You over tell certain things that shouldn't be told. Do you hear
no, but
me
look, at the
coming at
moment,
you
don't
like
look
how
how you
you
got me
coming at
looking.
me? I'm not doing that with you. And
But
I
look how
told
you
you
got
that
me
from the
looking.
get go.
It's all my fault. Look how you had me looking over what D gave me, and now you got them all on here.
Look
I've
how
told you several times
looking.
to
Look
stay
how
off
you
of
got
it.
me looking. Look how you been looking for over the bus now. Are
Now
you
look how
serious?
look how you did me in the
Are you
beginning. Hard for the
serious?
court. Hard for the court.
Are you
You
serious?
how you did me. I knew you was a cheater from day one when you was always had in the room and doing all that
Tommy,
stuff.
I
I
never
knew.
cheated on you. And I
Well, you
would never
should.
even disclose what me and you talked about personally. Since you on your campaign of trying to expose me about this and that I may have talked with you about personally, privately,
I don't know
I'm
what you
not
doing
on
anymore.
that right now. You
Well,
said
I don't
what?
know what you are. You are on the cash show because you over with the gay people and I'm gay too. So when I say this
You have a
when I say
problem.
this
You have a problem with Jay Wilson, even though you are right now on his panel. You have a problem
what,
with Brian.
what
You may even have a problem with Honest Rowe. All the gay men over here, you think that if I even have a talking with them, something's going on. Man,
Why I got
please. That
a
is
problem
just
with
not fair to me.
of Virginia, and I got this screen recorded.
Say what?
So why would I be a problem? Why would I have the pastor? I told the pastor how I felt about it when I liked that she was in love with you. The love is gone. So why would I be mad with him? I'm on here trying to explain my story about because I'm painting that as a villain. That's the only reason why I'm on here. I don't just like this man. I'm only telling him so he understand. That's the reason why I'm out here. That's the reason why I said, let me calm down, quit all this cussing, so this man can all this eating and talking, so this man can understand. And not if he can't understand, stomp down or somebody gonna be able to interpret this. What I'm saying, you is a liar and a conniving as
But
a
Tommy,
passive person, and I don't want
but
to ever
Tommy,
have
can you?
nothing.
Uh,
No,
well, you don't have to have. You look. You never have to have anything to do with
you
me.
don't
Okay. I'm
have
asking for peace, but you never have to deal with me ever again. Look, just look. I'm dead to you. I can be dead to you. I mean, hey, not literally, but I'm just saying I can be dead to you. Okay. But my thing is, I never went back to your enemies. I never went to your enemies to try to link up with them to try to air whatever I may have said to you out.
you
Why
went on
would
the
you go to that
phone.
extent?
Yeah, he
Why
tried
would
to
you go to
revoke
that
me.
extent?
Look, he tried to revoke me because you went over there to Brian platform. He paid you probably $20 to get you a damn six, three,
No,
four
no.
tall cans.
Oh, well,
And then you went over there You went over there. Yeah, oh please, oh let's tell the truth. When you went over there, you started in. You started in when you did that. You should have never went over there telling them, oh, he did this and I'm not gay and all that. Hell, you said, why you doing this now, talking to me? Now you should have did this a long time ago. But you didn't
But
do
it's
that. You didn't do
but
that. So guess what?
it's
I ain't going
Castro. Is
don't tell you.
Castro is Castro still mad and upset? And I can easily say anything that comes to my mind that I may think of you, and I want to put it
Good,
out to the world. I can
good,
easily do that, but I don't choose. I'm not
good.
choosing to do that. You
I'm
know
gonna
what?
do
What?
it. I'm
Look,
gonna do
what
it.
it what is
I'm
that going to
doing it.
what is that going to prove? What
I'm
is
gonna
that
do
going to
it.
prove?
You got
Not
me on mute
nothing.
like a
Not
good.
nothing. So
Yeah,
I don't understand why do you, in your
I
spirit,
think
you feel
about
the need to want
why
to
you
try to
why
expose anything that
you
you may know about me, because I'm not doing that towards you.
yeah, you ain't got
I'm
to. I'm gonna
not
do
doing
it.
it
I'm gonna play
towards
you
you.
play.
I'm
You
not
like
doing
this
it
for 2
towards
years,
you.
dude. And I'm gonna play you back like you played with me. I'm gonna play you back like you played me. You hurted me, I'm gonna hurt you back.
Well, you know what, Tommy? Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do.
Can I ask
I'm
the question
done.
now?
Ain't no need of
Oh
me
my
lying to you.
goodness.
Ain't no need of me lying to you. You heard of me. You should have left me alone. You knew I was a crazy sissy over here arguing with that woman, and you came over there fucking with me, knowing you was all bust out, booty spread open, and penis, all that was ZT, and all these gay folks got this HIV, all these videos about you. I ain't know nothing about none of that bullshit. Now, quit playing with me. You getting on my nerves now. You getting on my nerves. I don't want to air your ass all the way out on this motherfucker. And you talking about I ain't never been your friend. Oh, thank you, Brian, for having my back. Well, damn, what Tommy Caldwell ain't did what I ain't did shit. All I did for him, he just
Tommy,
deleted.
I done
I
came through in major ways. I have not got on here and want to talk about what has happened on numerous occasions. I could have easily, you guys, I love to vent.
so now he
If
said,
you watch my channel, I love to vent, but I didn't vent about that. I didn't vent about that because that was our business. That was not for the world to know. That was our business.
they did more than you than I had. What is you
But
talking
you
about? You
know what?
sound stupid. You sound stupid in that damn one room over there. Go sit
Well,
your
I
ass.
would be in a rum room. I'd rather be in a rum room than being outside underneath a bridge.
Yeah,
I'd
but
rather be in one room than outside, only having cardboard to sleep on. Thank goodness I'm not out there with the roaches and the rats. Thank goodness.
they
Tommy,
got
why are you acting like this? This is ridiculous to me. I don't
point because
understand it. I mean, it's like you want me to get out my body. I mean, like, what more do you want from me?
he
What
is in
more do you want from me?
Shut up. I'm trying to read what's on my chat, what these people saying.
I'm
I'm not
asking you
saying
this.
it's going I don't want you shouldn't you don't need no explanation from me. I ain't giving you no answers. I don't care.
Well, you
I
don't
ain't
have
giving
to. You
you
don't
no
have to. You don't never ever have to. You
I
don't
tell you
never ever ever have to.
I ain't doing nothing for you. I won't be
So
around
Tommy,
you.
the question was, if you saw this and you saw that Castro was going through all of this, not say he was, then why even stay with him? Why didn't you leave when you saw the first red flag?
Right. I don't know. Cause he was a manipulator. He can manipulate. He's a great manipulator. That's the reason why. But the thing about it is, he a great manipulator. And anybody can get in out of here and come behind me. Y'all get on the text app, call him. He can send you butt pictures, penis pictures. I already know what it's about. You know what I'm about. It is what it is. Let's get it. Let's talk about it. But I'm gonna make money off your ass. I just want you to know I'm gonna make money off you. Sure is, and you gonna be over there in that one room saying, don't be envious of me, cause this how you wanted it. So I'm gonna give it to you like you wanted it. This how you wanted it. You wanted everything out on Park Street, baby. So I had to do it that way. This how you wanted it. Don't you think it's my name? Don't you think I got a name and reputation too? And you think I suppose they keep over here, oh, you beating and you damn near killed him, and you going to jail. And you been beating him. Oh, he beat him. I would have never been with him that long. The first time he was there, but you ain't saying all the shit you did to provoke me and all them gay men you can talk to about everything, calling me, telling me I got AIDS, and I got your man, that's why he my man. And you know what I mean? It was doing everything to me, Jay Wilson. I was trying to still be there for him because I felt sorry for the boy. But the group of hard and cried to me about the same sad story that he told you that I know about it. And the next motherfucker on YouTube, he gonna do it to you too. He gonna cry about me to you. Oh, he did this to me. And all that. Yeah, he gonna be playing you and be on Jack and Grind behind y'all back like y'all do. He ain't no different. He ain't no different gay than no other gay than me. Than nobody He is not no angel, and I'm tired of it.
I'm sad. Look, I am so sorry that you feel that way, Tommy. But you know, hey, it is what it is. If that's how you want to be, that's how you gotta be, bro. Be like that, okay? Be
Do,
like
do,
that.
do y'all feel like YouTube was the reason that y'all may be where y'all at right now? Like, do you think maybe if y'all had like been able to just have like a relationship without YouTube knowing, do y'all think it would have been better? Because I know sometimes YouTube can be an
That was a good
influence.
question, Ro. That was a good question. So, Ro, question: do y'all think that would have been different?
Hell yeah, I'm be real with you. Hell yeah, if I meet somebody off YouTube and they got the personality he got and treat me the way he did, hell yes, but could stand up for me and be a man, hell yeah, it's gonna work. But hell no, not with him. Cause he ain't got that mindset. He be at home every day, all day. He don't really know nothing about life. I hate to say it that way. Hate to say it that way. And
Can
y'all
I
ain't
ask a question? What,
Oh my.
Tommy, what do you need from Castro for y'all to move on? Castro, what do you need from Tommy, for you to move on? What do y'all need from each other to move on?
I don't need anything from Tommy. I just need Tommy to just stop speaking about things that he may know of me. Know about me, about to the world. That's it. I
Mm.
don't need anything else from him.
okay, and this is what I want from you to stop getting on these gay men channels on their platforms and provoking me and letting them play the downplay me. You know when you get on here, they're gonna bring up time because they don't want to talk to you or really have nothing to do with you unless I'm in
Well,
So
equation.
Tommy,
now,
hold on for a
I'm
minute.
your
Hold on.
breakout
So,
car.
now
I'm
back
you.
control.
Tommy, hold on. Now, that's not necessarily true. Castro has always been in the beef sector. Castro has clicked links. So, my thing is this: it can be a straight woman. You don't think the straight woman gonna ask a question? I think you give us a little credit over here, because again, you think. To me, it seems like you think that everybody's trying to be after Castro, and that's not necessarily so. I mean, Castro was over here yesterday, and we were talking about him moving on and what he looks for. And then it was like, you over here, da 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 da. And I mean, I didn't even get a chance to say anything because you were just going
Saying
about
that
your
because
business.
God gonna bring my name up or some brand brought me up, man. If he bring me up, just I'm not talking about that. Leave it alone. Don't be over there, yeah, over there, green singing again. Oh, yeah, the tree. Don't you know people gonna be missing come telling me, and you know I'm gonna think him up. He know what he damn doing, Jay. He kept his ass when we was in a relationship, he kept his ass off y'all platforms. All of a sudden now we broke up, and now you want to jump on y'all platforms. I don't do panels. Remember now you over here giving your content commentary. I'm not bad at it, and I'm gonna tear this goddamn beating because the shit never came away, got in my life, and fuck with my mama, hit my mama crying and shit about this shit, about me whooping his ass, and I don't give a fuck about his feelings and how he feel. Fuck him. And when Brian got up there talking, we stepped on my mama, you talk, you stole in my back, bitch. I'ma lay you out. I'ma lay you out. You might not lose
Tommy, I didn't know that he had wished death on your mother,
you
and I don't
lied.
understand.
He said it on the line you was on there. We were going back and forth in. Mother was over there drunk. He said it on the line. You talk too much about change, stay off the line. You don't know how this shit. You act like you can't come in. You don't know YouTube like me. Even though you been on it 12 years, but you can't come
I've been on here a lot longer than you have, and then for
in.
you to get up here and say I don't know YouTube Studio, boy,
You
you just started 3 years ago. How can you tell
didn't.
me that?
Cash, I did to two. I swear to God, I go grab the barrel right now, Jay Wilson. When he got that Motorola phone that he got, yeah,
Mhm.
it's a nice phone. I tell you right,
Huh,
he got like to do. Listen, he download the YouTube Studio. I showed him how to do the. He ain't got no watch hour time in there. I walked into him how to do the YouTube Studio. I'm like, you been over 12 years and you ain't never download YouTube Studio. He only had YouTube. He didn't know
I-
nothing about YouTube Studio. That's what I'm talking about. YouTube Play Store. When you know what I mean? Edit, you
Tommy,
know.
Tommy, that's not true. I once was monetized once before. I seen the green circle with the check in the middle of it and the yellow circle. So I don't know what you are. I don't know why I may have came off as if I was dumb and did not know that it's at the YouTube studio. Oh
We
my goodness.
drinking it. We were drinking it. We were sitting in the car. We
Oh,
were drinking that night. We were drinking that night. Yeah, we were. So yeah, you probably wasn't coming in, right?
So, do you all
I
think that
did
alcohol is
comprehend
a
it.
great big problem? Because I hear a lot of drinking, 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 and I mean, it seems like there are some things, and when you drinking that excessively, that means something else is going on. People just don't drink to drink. People usually drink to get away from something or escape something. And I think there's a lot to that, and I've heard that a lot, and I've seen a lot of alcohol. So, I mean, do you all think that that plays to it, and maybe that needs to be something that you all need to avoid because it seems like that has not been a friend to some of you all.
Sure ain't been a damn friend to me. I just like to feel it. I'm not a drunk. I'm not a drunk, but I do like to. At first, I ain't gonna lie, Jay. We said I didn't like beer. I started drinking Fields. I did before I met him. I would always drink with my best friend. Don't get me wrong. I would drink. I drink my ass off, but I wasn't no drunk. I don't want to drink. I didn't drink every day, all day. But when I drank, I would drink. So when I got with him, I really didn't like beer. And then he liked the beer. And then when you're in a relationship and you love somebody, and if they ain't got it, you go. And I'm a Gemini. One thing about Gemini. Excuse me, because I'm drinking a beer. Sorry, y'all. A Gemini gonna give more than they receive. A Gemini gonna always give you more, gonna give out more than they receive. And I didn't mind doing that. Sometimes I feel like the Lord was, when I would get him something, help him out, the Lord send it right back to me. I promise you, Jay Wilson, like I would get the money right back. And I didn't mind helping it. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
would what I would do for him is like I stayed afloat. I stayed afloat. You hear me? For real. And I tell the truth, I just spent up all my damn money. But when I got with him, he did teach me how to keep money because I really liked him. So this it ain't no spirit campaign, but I already know it's out there, and I hate that it's gonna have to be like this. But he should have known it's gonna be like this. Come doing my commentary, you know what I mean? So don't act like was blindsided. Oh, you know what I mean? It's hard for the core, baby.
Okay, so Castro, how do you feel about the alcohol situation? And Tommy is saying that you knew what you were getting into before, and so how do you feel about that?
Well, in my eyes, I feel like alcohol, it can be a hit and a miss. Honestly, it's up to the people that's involved in themselves with drinking alcohol. Because sometimes you got people, you can have a party that can handle, you know, a little bit of the alcohol, and sometimes you may have a different type of party that may not can handle it so well, and sometimes that can cause friction, and it can, and for that person to be around you, and knowing that you know, they may have had a little bit too much. You just got to be strong and handle that.
On this road, I'm gonna turn the camera on. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm the reason why he said I dislike you. I swear to God, I told like this is the reason why. When we was on that panel and you said Castro said he has something going on with him, something going on, and I ain't just like you, but I feel like when they do him like that, people gonna be sad at me, looking at me crazy because you know how I've been riding for him in a way. You know what I mean? Even though blazing it ain't true. Even though blazing and all that stuff and put this shit out there and shit like that, what I mean, this is what he talking about. Other than that, I don't even watch you, man. I don't watch your content. I'll be real. I don't watch Brian. I don't even be in the beat sector. Only reason I feed off of what the pastor or Stone Down or I ain't gonna say the other guy name pastor, but you because you threw me off. You already know. Or I watch Mother, but the Mother don't be. She don't talk. I watch her because of reality TV. I've been in that world. I love the reality TV sector when it comes down to I love me a Bravo. So that's the reason why he said that. Anytime I dislike the gay on the YouTube, is it because of him? Because I loved him. I would ride for him. I would like that for girls. I just liked it. That's the reason why I had to go back and apologize to women I done cussed out. You know what I mean? Just emotional feelings and stuff. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying, bro?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, Tommy. Me and you, we've always been good. Like I knew, me and you, like we've always had pretty good energy. Um, yeah, but one thing, Tommy, that I heard you say earlier. Um, did you ever feel like like how were you and Castro in public together? Because I kind of heard you say something about um I guess like his mannerisms. Was that something that you you know you didn't you thought he was a certain way, and then like y'all went out in public together, you felt there was something else, or were you just saying that out of anger at the time?
Okay, you say his mannerism. No, not in the public. He act like a dude. He walk like a dude and all that. He ain't. It's just
Oh,
I'm talking about the personality when he speak and talk.
I got this question for you, Tommy, because
yeah.
I'm looking at Castro and I'm looking at you. Castro is pretty calm. He's pretty much saying that, I'm just not feeling you talking about this. I trusted you because, this was an intimate moment. I shared some things with you. Now it's being held over my head. And then I'm looking at the audience and they're like, well, Tommy seems hostile, angry at Castro, so on and so forth. And my thing is, I think that's what some people think. They think we set folk up, but I only let people talk. I ask the question and I see one person is one way, one person is the other way. And you said that Castro is always, doing things. We just don't see it. He's really manipulative and he's really secretive. And y'all think he's good, but he's not. So
You can't
what
tell. Y'all, what you see? You can't tell. He ain't finna show you nothing. When he is sneaky, he gonna be on. He can do anything. You got to work. We
Now
got to
you
work.
said that he ejaculated in a paper towel and left it, and it was in the bathroom. And I heard you. I think you said that, and I'm like, really? I mean, so, but what was that about?
I don't know. Spirit, he get mad with me. When he get mad with me, like we have fights like that, he tell me, I stopped and go out and cheat on you. I stopped and go to the club. And then we had an accident because I always catch him because some already knew he was a playboy. I had something in my mind, I swear to God, Jay Wilson. Some say he gonna try to get over on you, play you. I always felt that in my heart about him. Even I don't know. It's just I don't know. I just always felt it. And then something he had did, he was always secret sneaking out. I get too drunk, I go to sleep. He be texting them gay dudes behind my back and everything. He was just sneaky, try to get me
Tommy, I
drunk
think.
so I can go to
Mhm.
So
sleep and throw me
you
off
were
and do
feeling
what
some
he
type of a cheating spirit, even though like we don't know if he was, but
yeah,
you felt like he may be like stepping out on you.
I knew he would. I knew he would do it. I knew
Well, how
before
did
the
you know?
jack.
What proof did you have?
Oh,
That's the proof that I have. Well, he never defended me in the beginning. The proof that I have when he had one of his best friends that he talks with all the time. They know like him and they liked each other, and he put us all together on Instagram and talked to me, video talk. And then when the man found out that me and Castro was serious, it made me and him bump heads about Castro, and we was getting into it about him. And then that's when Brian came in the picture, and that's when you came in. You know what I mean? And that's just how it went. It's just I always from the beginning. When I first started talking to him, I had got drunk. And I was drunk at my best friend's house, and I didn't drive my car. Let my best friend car. I let my car at my best friend's house faster, and I went live. And I walked all the way home. And he told his best friend I was live, and he knew I was drinking and going on, so I walked home. And I was live, let him know I was going. Let him know I always go live a lot to let him know I wasn't doing nothing. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I used to stay on YouTube so much, to let him know that I wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? If I wasn't texting him, he know I'm on YouTube. If I don't text him back, guess what he gonna find me at on YouTube? So he knew
I
my
got a question.
schedule.
So did you see any text messages or anything that somebody had, or did somebody call and you heard the phone conversation? I mean, what concrete proof? Because again, it's one thing to assume, but it's another thing to know. And Cass, go ahead.
You over talking. The man told me I can have your nigga. That's my nigga. I got look like I got HIV in the face and all that stuff. I could tell the chemistry when us three was on. You know good and well in the gay community by me being freshly gay. I'm not used to all us gays together like that. You know what I mean? I'm the type of gay. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna be ripping and running. I'm not trying to fit in with gay. You know what I mean? I'm myself. I can hold my own self down. So I can feel the vibe, the tension, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I can see it, you know what I mean? I'm not stupid or dumb. I have a spirit of discernment. And then after that, he talked about me to that boy. He ran, he walking, I ain't going to his house. I'm scared. I'm a masculine gay. Yeah, I am. He's scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Going out and came here drunk. We drunk a 60-pack. He got a 30-pack. I got a 30-pack. We had 3/5, Jay Wilson. We went on my best friend. Had a good time. We danced our ass off, and baby, we shook it, dug it, quack, quack to the night. He talked about me like a dog for a minute. But when he come down them country backwoods, I ain't that breakfast laid out even got this. He go, Tommy, I ain't never eat this. Hell yeah, Tommy. I ain't want to tell my Tommy do this for anybody, girl or a boy. I don't know. Well, he was the first guy, though, because I ain't never did that. There ain't no guy never stayed in Paul High but him. He was the first one. When I did some Jay Wilson, if I was on Jack and Grinder before I got on here, before I got with him, I didn't do shit at Paul House. I would go out on it. Yeah, I ain't do nothing in that little small ass town. No, I did.
But Tommy, though, but you felt it, but did you act? Can you prove it though? And see, that's the thing, because when I asked about the situation with Castro, you said, "Well, no, I never felt that he cheated." But then now it's like he cheated, and I'm like, "Well, how do you know?" Because again, it gives the vibe that he did, but Castro said he never did, and so the thing is, I don't want.
He still want to make it like it's all about motherfucking Castro. When I caught him on goddamn Jack a couple of months later, I already knew that's in between him. He was sneaking, conniving, multiple game in here. Little Rock was still texting. He was trying to wing him off for to be with me and all that stuff. He might have cheated, but them niggas ain't had nothing on me. I don't know what it is. He might have cheated. I said, I don't give a damn. You go out there cheating. I'm going to stay faithful. As long as I keep saying faithful, we can be in a relationship. That's how I would do it. I knew he was capable of cheating. He knew I was capable of doing something. But if he did go out there cheat, they motherfuckers, they didn't have the personality I had. He always came back home to daddy, honey. He always came home. If he did go to Jay Wilson, if he did, he came home. It didn't matter. And I'm telling you, he cheated this motherfucker, little right here, Jay Wilson. And you think that you easy. Jay Wilson, I'm telling you, you like gay heaven here in Little Rock.
Okay,
Well,
I mean, so Castro. Also, Castro, what is your response? Is there a response?
Well, I mean, gay friendly. Friendly. This is a gay friendly city. This is a gay friendly city.
Okay, Castro. Okay.
There's no response on that.
He won't. They say Pastor won't listen to you, Tommy.
This is what I'm saying, because see, I'm giving people. Let me say this, and Castro has a right not to answer. I'm trying to keep it balanced. I'm listening, and y'all tearing Tommy the hell up in the chat. But my thing is, Tommy keeps saying that this is Castro's demeanor. He doesn't say anything, but behind the scenes, it's a totally different situation. So, Castro, are you like this at all points, and this is just an exaggeration, and these things that are being alleged are not true?
I choose to speak about what I want, certain people to know, and certain things that I don't, and certain things that I don't want people to know. I don't speak about those things.
Tell y'all to stop playing in my face, then, okay? That's all you got to do.
Who
all
is
right?
playing in your face? Who is playing in your face?
Play in my face, and since you want to play in my face, I'm gonna keep playing in yours. But I ain't gonna kill all your business at one time. I'm gonna just drop gems at a time. See, that's what y'all want to do.
But why do that, Tommy? Why?
I'm gonna do it, honey, because you played with me for 2 years. So it's hard for the court, baby. Just like it was hard for the court for me. It was hard for the court for my family for when that shit got all that. It was hard for the court, baby.
But Tommy, did Castro actually have something directly to do with that? Did Castro send the stuff, or were you in a situation where people saw you and Castro and they didn't like it and they did it? Because see, Castro not necessarily had anything directly to do with that. And I guess there's those people, but should Castro bear the responsibility of what other people did? I said, should Castro bear the responsibility of what other people did? Because I think you should be mad at those people who actually called and did those things. But it seems like you putting that on Castro, and I'm like, is that fair to do that?
But we don't know who did. We don't know who did it, and he don't know it either. And it could be somebody right on his platform right here. But he run back over to the gay folks, where it all started. And see, I didn't like that. I didn't like that because I wouldn't have did him like that. When they said here House of Virginia, I didn't judge him. I kept on being there with it. When they said VSI come hit some videos of him that I've been wanting to get, but that she won't give. I guess she don't know that I've been over here talking, so I'm gonna have to share her out. And then, Blazing was sending stuff. That's when we really got broken up. Then when Blazing sent me that stuff and shared that, he didn't talk to me for 2 weeks. I was like, damn, why you ain't talking to me? I was like, I ain't worried about what that nigga was saying. He didn't talk to me. Then he started acting funny and lying to me, telling his granddaddy he had a heart attack. He didn't want to, he never wanted to do nothing for my birthday. His granddaddy had a heart attack, having surgery. I knew he was cheating doing something. The calls were texts and the short texts, short calls, everything wasn't like how it used to be. You know what I mean? I still was doing my shit though. I do my YouTube stay afloat. He's mine. You made a head on one, but I get him on my just playing in y'all face. You know, like I do. And then I was playing Shantae got a man at home. I was doing all that all the time knowing that that nigga was out there doing
Yeah.
shit.
Tommy, excuse me, Tommy. That really happened. My grandfather just got out the hospital. They had to put some stents in his heart.
Yeah,
Why would I
that,
lie to you about something like that?
that was in 2000. I know, but I hate to. I don't mean to put that
He
in
survived. He had two heart attacks. He survived two of those heart attacks. So why would I lie about that, huh? Why would I lie about that? I just spent my time with him. Because
you
you
didn't
see now, you're really making me upset because I am not doing this to you, but you want to try to bring my family up in this. It is look, it is so unacceptable to me.
bro. I'm not putting your family, but I'm telling you what you said. In that week when it happened, his old lady was there. You weren't there. You stayed at home drinking. That's
I
what you
don't
did.
care if the old lady was there, Tommy. At the end of the day, that when I told you that he had a heart attack, he had some heart attacks. He survived two of them, and he's in his 70s. He's in his
Let
70s.
me say this really quickly before Tommy responds. So, Tommy,
You could have used him.
Castro is gonna hold on for a minute. Castro is gonna come back to the beef sector because this is his sector. This is where he started off with. So it would be very crazy to think that he's not gonna come back to the sector where he started off with. Number one. Number two, you mentioned Blazing, and I always told you all you got to watch these subbies and these other people because baby, some people's whole job is to keep your relationship on the fritz. Now I don't. Let me tell you something. It ain't no friends on YouTube, and when I saw that name, I'm like, oh my god, because again, that's some interesting things. I don't know what happened between Castro Blazing or you and Blazing and Castro, but that name always strikes the red flag in the beef sector, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Go ahead.
Use it name. I ain't disrespecting your family. I'm just saying you ain't have to use that man's name. Hell, you didn't want to keep. You just say Tommy to be bothered with you. That's it. But you ain't got to say that because I know it's touching. But that's what you told me when May came. When that happened, I'm going down a month, trying to tell you how it went, what went on. Because that's what he told me. I'm not trying. I had to bring the family in because we was close together. You know, like this. I'm not saying to be disrespectful or shading this, but that's what the man told me. When that happened, you know what I mean? The old lady was there. He wasn't there. He might have been wanting to be to himself and he was depressed. He was drinking. I was like, you know what I mean? And it was my birthday. I had to spend my birthday by myself. But when I came to his damn birthday, we balled like a sucker. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is. I don't care, Pastor. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm not disrespecting his family. No folks ain't never did nothing to me. Never did nothing to me. Never did nothing to me. And I can't, I'm not going to disrespect this family. I'm just saying that's what the man told me. That's the narrow he spent out to me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You get me?
Mhm. Yeah.
But
So
why
so
bring it
Cat,
up though? But why bring it up though? Hmm.
Because it's after the 30.
this is the thing. So Castro, Tommy said that you knew what you were getting into when you got with him. So, Castro, did you ever see it this way? Did you ever think that a relationship that ended would end this way, and vice versa to Tommy? But first, the question is to Castro.
What? Oh, well.
Castro, so did you ever think this relationship would end this way? And I'm just asking you that question because it seemed like Tommy was telling you this is who I am. And so, I mean, looking back on it now, what would you have done differently? I mean, yeah.
I'm on YouTube on the
No,
content.
Go ahead, Castro.
well, I didn't see it going this way. Honestly, I didn't see it going anyway. Because honestly, I thought everything's gonna be all right, you know. But in due time, certain things happen, and when you are with someone, for a certain well, I would say for a certain amount of time, and a period of that time, things may change. And when things change, hey, it's either you take it with a grain of salt or you go out and try to be malicious. And me personally, I just want to go out with just everybody being happy. I don't want to try to look up anybody's, family members or try to call their best friend. I'm not trying to do anything like that to that extent.
You better tell
Okay.
your babies to
You know,
leave me alone. You better tell your babies to leave me alone. You better tell your lovers, your secret lovers to leave me alone, cause they gonna get you towed up on YouTube. I swear to God, they are.
But my thing is this: how
Tommy, can
angels
I ask
leave
you a
you alone?
question?
Go ahead.
Oh, you know what? So I think like what really may cause you, like rage towards Castro. I heard you say something about like you feel like he had something to do with your father and or like your the church that I guess your family goes to. Do you feel like he had something to do with that?
No, he
Because
didn't.
I'm
He didn't have nothing to do with it,
oh
but he didn't defend me.
oh
You know what I mean? He didn't offend me. You know what I mean? He didn't give a fuck about, oh, you gay. It's okay. Don't you call them gay. Don't you call them faggot and sissy. I'll say, nigga, let me tell you something. My daddy took care of me all my life. If I ain't got nobody, I got my mom and my daddy. You crazy idiot fool. That's not that they hated them, disliked them then. He wanted me to just save face and don't call them. I said, yes, I am, because they don't want me did that. It was a gay person did it at the time. I was upset and mad and angry about it at the time. And how dare him tell me how to feel about that and then trying to destroy my daddy's legacy when he had nothing to do with it. Come on now. And just because, you know what I mean? I'm like, he worried about his granddad. I'm fucked up about his family. I ain't fucked up about your family, nigga. Cause my shit all out.
Well, that's fine too. That's fine. I don't want you to be fucked up about my family, okay? I don't want you to be fucked up or worried about anybody in my family, okay? I don't wish that upon your family when it comes to me having any type of concerns. I wish them the best too as well.
You
So
would
yeah,
give a damn, so why should I give a damn? I'm gonna treat you. I'm
well,
giving you your energy. I'm matching your energy. I'm giving you what you want. I'm giving you.
well,
I'm giving you your superpower, money long, baby. I'm gonna give you
thing?
ZT special. I'm gonna give you ZT. Tell your nigga to stop texting me. I'm giving me them dollars. He trying to request it back to me, and you know what I mean. And
You not went to his channel. Hey, you not went to his channel and trying to engage with him, trying to make me upset. You wouldn't have those problems, and that's what happened. That's why
bitch,
he's doing what he's doing.
listen, this that man came to my motherfucking channel on Christmas Day. ZT did, and that's how I got started. That's how I got started. We were drinking. We had a good motherfucking time over there with the whole family. I
But
played.
I'm gonna break it down to you, Tommy and Castro. At the beginning, I told you all what is more important, YouTube or relationship, and I guess YouTube was more important to somebody because if you thought you were going to have a relationship on this apparatus, you're mistaken. And it's not only you. We've seen many people try to have a relationship on YouTube, and what happened, and it just doesn't work. And then when Mad Day comes, somebody is madder than the other person, and guess what? This kind of stuff happens. And I mean, I know I am older, but somebody tried to say, they tried to get a little shady saying that I'm confused and stuff. I ain't confused about shit. I knew what was going to happen. And, it is not even a control thing. Maybe because we have gone through some of this and we're trying to make it easier for you all so y'all don't have to go through this. But, I was kind of disrespected. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I see what's going on. Because, we knew
Pat,
what was going to happen. Go
Pat,
ahead.
you know I,
Pastor, be real with y'all. I knew everything was gonna happen. Pastor, reason why I was always about the gay community over there because of what I had gone through. I be like, I don't have gay friends and stuff, and then how they will be, make him, just I ain't gonna lie, Pastor. I ain't gonna lie. This how much I love this dude. I would come to his house. They know we'd be together. There's something a gay dude. He'll sneak and text and send me a new. I seen $20. And kid, guess what? I swear to God. And he tell me about it. He was real when he tell me about it. He said, should I do it? I said, yeah, you do it because I knew he needed that $20 damn dollars. I was like, hey, that's $20 I could save for me. I ain't saying it that way. But you know what I mean? And I knew that then my people, one of my ex-friends said, Tommy, you did that? I said, hell yeah, I did. Sure did. Oh, I did it, honey. Yeah, I did
but
it. Ain't nobody else
but
would have did that for him. See what I'm
Okay.
saying? Do this
Well,
with me.
you
Castro,
know what, Tommy and Castro. But this is
Hold
something
on for a minute,
that I
Ro.
know.
Hold on, Ro. I want to hear
Okay,
Castro's
okay.
response. So, Castro, what is your response? Or do you have one?
I don't have a response.
Okay, go ahead, Ro.
You know, y'all, this is something that I myself have ran into on YouTube. I continue to mess up, fall down real hard when it comes to the thought, like stuff dealing with loyalty. I
Mm,
feel like that's where Tommy is feeling Castro. And I still feel on a level that yes, Castro still has some loyalty too. I know I have a lot to work out when it comes to loyalty. I've been cussed out real bad by
yes, you
people that
have.
I would,
Yes, you have.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Pastor, by people that I was, I felt like we were on a good page, and
Mm-hmm.
they really hate me. Like they really don't like me, and it's because of the whole loyalty thing.
Mm.
YouTube when you got stuff going on, you got to have a barrier when it comes to loyalty. But it's definitely something. If I ever get in a relationship with somebody, I got to talk to them about that though, because I see the destruction. So when I look at y'all, yes, it's still some shocking things that go on between y'all because we did see y'all in a good space. But I do look at that. I say, "Ooh, Tommy say a lot about he wanted to be defended. He wanted to be defended, and that goes into a relationship too. That you may just need to defend your, significant other, even when you may not feel like, um, that you were at fault. If like, because you know how people tear you up over here in this sector, they'll just tear
Mm.
you up, and you may be like, you may be like, this really ain't got nothing to do with me. But when you get as far as a relationship, it may just have more to do with you. So you may have to like be like, ooh, I'm gonna have to just go with it and say, you ain't gonna talk about my man like that, or I, it's that's just an example
Mm-hmm.
on
Okay.
my end because I mess
Thank
up
you,
a lot.
Ro. Ro really said that. What's up, Brian? Is
Well, Pastor,
Brian on?
I'm about to get ready to get up off here because this supposed to be
Oh.
about me and Castro, and I ain't gonna be on here arguing about what me and Castro and about with no other content creator about no Castro. It's
Mm-hmm.
all
Well,
good.
but let me say this though. I don't think Brian wants Castro. I don't think Ro wants Castro. This is you and Castro. You're right about it. But I think, Tommy, again, you are allowing people on YouTube who really don't have nothing to do with Castro get to you, and who you should have been worried about, I feel, are the people who can get to Castro, the people who are in Arkansas, and those folk. Because again, nobody ain't driving. Not me. Ain't nobody driving and flying to do nothing. I mean, I'm just serious. I think sometimes our own worst enemy is ourselves, because you got to really think. Do you think these people are going to come over here and spend money and da 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 da? If anything, that would be destructive. And Castro knows that if he even steps out with one of these people, he is done. His relationship is done, because these people are willing and ready for him to do that. I think it's the people in your home state of Arkansas that you should be concerned about, because those people are the ones who can get to Castro. Those people are the ones who can sneak in the house at night and leave, and you don't even know. See, nobody ain't doing that over here, because as soon as somebody say you in Arkansas, what Jay doing in Arkansas? Oh Lord, Jay in Arkansas, he must be. See what I'm saying? I could, so that's what I'm saying to you. I think you got us messed up. I know people may say some things over here, but at the end of the day, we ain't your big issue. The people who local and got some drive time who can get to Castro, if that were the case, I think that's your big issue. I'm just saying.
Listen, let me tell you something. This is content. I know Brian don't want no goddamn Castro. I know Brian just readily being the CC he is,
Oh,
and I'm
Jesus.
being the CC I am. And the thing about it is, I ain't messed up about these folks in Little Rock. I already knew it, baby. What Castro can do, I could do it better than him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So why would I worry about what Castro doing? They got to pick his ass up. You know what I mean? Or, he got to wait on them and the bad by day rules and be submissive. I'm not submissive. I'm dominant. So I don't have to worry about that kind of motherfucking shit. You know what I mean? This is all gay content. Straight content, baby. Don't get in your feelings and emotions about it. You know
Okay.
what I mean? When
Okay.
you hey, I'm running content. I told you, Frank told you I was a ghetto kind of guy. That he's the black nigga, and then I can run the product. Let me run my content over here. Let me run this production over. Because what Castro do, I can do it better. When I
Okay.
found out he was on Jack, he was all over with skid battle. When he came the next, I purposely put Jack and Grab on there, let it run all the time of year. I said, yeah. They tell me, what you doing? I said, I'm looking because I want to know why he was on there. I had the intuition that he was on that app. I swear to God, y'all, I just downloaded the Jack app. I went on there, I downloaded it, and it came to me. I didn't even go, you can go into the search to Little Rock. I didn't go into that. It fell on the home page, on the main one. When I tell you, Brad, I almost had a heart attack. I said, not my motherfucking man. Not my man. He was bold enough, Brian, to put his whole face on it, bald head, looking good, but chest all out like Superman. I said, look, I got to screenshot it right now. I
My
got
God.
it.
Tommy, did y'all have a discussion about it? Did
Hold
you
on,
like?
hold
Did you
on,
feel?
A
Oh,
discussion, a discussion, a
yeah, yeah,
discussion, a
just say that he didn't care
discussion,
for it, to like be like,
a
hey, Castro, I don't
discussion.
really care for you being on this app. Being on this, like, we gonna have to talk about this because in this relationship right here, it's just me and you. We gotta cut the apps off because sometimes you may gotta tell your partner that like we cutting these
Mm-hmm.
apps off. This is really serious. I
Content
mean,
creator.
or did you
I'm a
feel like you didn't have that? That wasn't
Uh,
something that you had to really discuss with him. Like that's something that he should just know.
But come on now, bro. We
Oh,
live in day, bro. I would think that by us being content creators, we wouldn't do that kind of stuff because it's easy to get caught up. You know what I mean? That's how I think about it. So that's the reason why I didn't fuck around with that bullshit like that. But we talked about Bobby Jones, and don't you know that was his name? We talked about it 2 days ago. That 2 days prior, and that was his name on the gay app, Bobby Jones.
it's not Bobby Jones over the gospel hour.
Yeah, Bobby Jones was. I got it. I'm gonna put it
Bobby
on the.
Jones. Oh boy, please don't be messing up Bobby Jones like that, baby. Ooh, my
We
God,
gonna
not Bobby Jones in the gospel hour. Brian, what's going on?
go with
Bobby
the good.
Jones.
Hey,
Bobby
Pastor, how you
Jones,
doing?
Jesus. Bobby, hold on for a minute. I gotta let that sink in. Bobby Jones.
We talked about Bobby Jones. That was his alias name.
Not the Nashville Super Choir. Jesus. Okay. Go ahead,
But
Brian. Not Bobby Jones, Jesus. Okay, go ahead, Brian.
and stuff
Nah.
and man stuff. I am aggressive person. I am. I promise you I am. I just reason why I don't play with people's hearts and feelings and shit. That's the reason why I didn't come over there playing in y'all face and trying to act like I want to go with y'all and sing the news and shit. I could have come over there and busted wide worse than him. I could fly out there to San Antonio. I get to Houston. God damn it, if I wanted to. If I wanted to
Good.
get it, I'm capable of doing it. I'm
Okay.
capable of doing it, baby. I swear to Gary Wilson I could do it. You hear me?
Okay. I
I
hear you.
if you
Go,
if
go.
I will go on a cruise, but I'd be scared one of them suckers might throw me off the bridge.
My God, today. I'm still stuck on that Bobby Jones. I'm still stuck on her, y'all. This is Bobby Jones, baby. I'm not gonna even ask Castro that question because I was like, "How did you come up with that name?" Go ahead, Brian.
I told you
I
I came
do.
up with the name. Me and him talked about it 2 days ago. We talking about Bobby Jones, and he used that name after we talked. After I be there, me and him communicate. He over there think about getting some and using what we communicate, talk about. I said he probably over there in that one room, getting out, watching me, keeping up with me, getting out on another nigga. I was just thinking all kind of ways. I just didn't tell nobody. My man racing though all the time.
My God. Go ahead, Brian. That Bobby Jones. Go ahead, Brian.
I just wanted to ask the Tommy. I wanted to, I'll be in your bushes, Tommy, and you just keep on, always, bringing up my name. I don't want to disrespect you today. I don't want to fight. I don't want to yell. I don't want to name call. But I wanted to come up here and I wanted to ask you. You say in one breath, I want to move on. I want to move on with my life. I want to move on. And then in the next breath, you say that I'm going to tell everybody about you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Why do that? I guess my question to you is why do that if you see Castro over here asking you to, just move on, leave me alone? Why can't you just do that?
What did you mean? Why won't you just leave me alone? You is y'all the one when he on the platform. Y'all sitting up here worried about Tommy. What Tommy you and Tommy posted
Well,
this? That's none of your business.
okay.
You know
But hold on, Tommy. Hold up. Let's have a conversation. I told you the other day that you're not going to tell me what I can ask and who I can ask. You are a YouTuber. Y'all have public stuff. So if I want to ask about public stuff, who the hell are you to tell me that I can ask somebody that's originally beef sector what's going on? Nobody was disrespecting you. And in fact, Castro was very mature and says, look, I don't want to cause no problems. I'm not going to answer that. You know, it just seemed like you just don't want nobody to mention your name, but you want the cash apps, you want the B sector fame, you want the fortune, but you don't want nobody to mention your name, and not in a disparaging way.
Listen to this fat punk ass bitch talking about I want a piece second when Jay Wilson just came in my chat when I wasn't even talking about cash or nothing. Dude,
Wait, but Tommy, hold up, Tommy. Tommy, hold up, Tommy. I'd rather be a fat punk than a skinny ass skeletal, ugly dog face motherfucker like you, bitch. Don't start name calling, bitch, because you already know I done already told you when you can see that bone in your fucking face, bitch. Tommy, who told you that you was the finest thing in the world? Who lied and told you that? Tommy, you was one ugly motherfucker, bitch. And on top of that, you talk like you slow as fuck, bitch. You better be glad that you can pull somebody like Castro, bitch. Who told you that you was the finest thing on earth? You don't have no ass. You ugly as fuck. You know, and you just now started working, bitch. You just now started working, and then you talking about Castro not working, but y'all was laying y'all, excuse me, you was laying your bitch ass in that house all day drinking with Castro, bitch. So what the fuck is you talking about? Bitch, I'd rather be fat than an ugly ass Doberman dog face like you, bitch. Now don't start no name calling, bitch, because we can take it there. I just told you I didn't want to fight with your ugly fucking ass. You fucking JJ looking motherfucker. Leave me the fuck alone about that shit, Tommy, because it sounds like you want to get you some weight on your body. But let me go back on you because I wanted to ask Rose something. I don't want to
Well,
fight with
somebody
you.
got to, somebody, it's an echo. It don't sound good. Somebody need to mute.
bitch. Fuck your motherfucking ass. That's why you gotta stay on ground because no black man on Jack wants your big fat funky ass. You better stay
I
with
don't
your
be
white
on
boy.
Grinder and I don't be on Jack, bitch. That's what you just said that you had to find Castro on Grinder. Bitch, go look in the mirror. That's you with your ugly skinny ass. You act like Castro the only nigga in the world and you losing your fucking mind over Castro, bitch. So check your insecurities. I love my motherfucking self, bitch, and I can pull anybody, bitch. Who the fuck lied and told you? Who lied and told you I couldn't, bitch? At least I don't look like no dog by the fucking face, bitch. Okay?
Motherfucking
You
bitch.
skinny alcoholic. And Jay Wilson, I was gonna be nice, Jay Wilson, but the other day on Tommy's live, Tommy is so nasty, and I can already tell that he's shit and piss on himself when he's drunk. But let me tell you what Tommy did the other day. Tommy went to the fucking bathroom, or he did something to a toilet. We heard the toilet flush, right? But he didn't wash his hands. Pastor, can you tell him how many germs live just on that toilet thing, on that toilet handle just by itself? Tell me that there's germs on there just by itself. So why would you go flush that toilet and come sit your drunk, ugly, black ass back down without washing your fucking hands? Bitch, bitch, you a child by your fucking mind, bitch. And if you're lying, say I'm lying, bitch, and I go get that timestamp for your ass, bitch. Tell me I'm lying. With your
Why you
dirty, drunk, nasty ass, shitty, pissy on yourself ass, you pissy poo looking bitch.
bitch? I don't hold my dick,
Bitch,
bitch.
nothing. Go wash your hands. Go wash your motherfucking hands, bitch. You want to say somebody big, fat, and funky? You ain't never fucking smelled me, bitch. You ain't never smelled me, ho.
Motherfucker.
You
I
shit
don't
and piss on yourself. You got your skinny, ugly ass with that asshole looking like a baseball. A baseball came out your fucking asshole, bitch. When you sat over there and pulled your pants down and showed us your asshole, bitch. You must be talking about yourself.
have you
Okay?
never
But you
With
know
your
what's really
blown out
interesting though?
asshole. And don't make me post this shit on my wall, bitch,
give a
about
fuck?
your ass. With your
I don't
raggedy motherfucking ass. Talking about your mommy and daddy. Castro and my mommy and daddy and my legacy. And then you just backed out and said you tell your mommy and daddy everything. Bitch, you want to blame Castro for every fucking thing, bitch. He's sitting up here trying to be respectful, saying just leave me alone. And your drunk, retarded, fucking slow Forrest Gump sounding ass coming on here wanting to abuse this man that's telling you leave me alone. Let's move on. Bitch, fuck you.
Okay. Response. None. Okay, I guess there's none. I just think it's real. Excuse me. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me on my own? Okay, yeah. I think it's just real interesting with all of this um, going on because again, there is a lot. Um, and I'm gonna be honest. I just think that you all really need to examine who you really say I want to be in a relationship with, because at the end of the day, I asked Castro the question: did you ever see it this way? And and he was like, no, but I don't know. Sometimes we don't look at history and learn from it, and then we repeat the same shit. And the thing is, I knew it was going to be an issue because usually relationships on YouTube don't work, and when they end, it's awful. And I'm just saying, and now, Castro, you did call me old and confused, and I'm not confused about anything. I'm old, and I thank God for it because I see stuff. And I'm like, that's the reason why I asked the question. Is your relationship more important or is YouTube more important? And when y'all kept being on YouTube, I said, I guess YouTube is more important. And I said that to myself. And I told you all from sincerity that, hey, y'all might not want to be on here because people trying to break you all up. And what Tommy don't realize is it's not only gay men, but baby, it's some messy straight women who will send you some stuff as well. So that's all I'm saying with that.
And Ro, what you said about loyalty, Ro, I have been loyal to you, excuse me, since the beginning. Okay, Ro. So listen, um, I fell asleep during your live, and I didn't mean to come and change the topic, Jay Wilson. I'm sorry about that, but I heard him say something about loyalty. I've been nothing but loyal to you, honest hoe. I've always been
Not
loyal to
Ron,
you.
but
Ron, but let me say this. Honest Rose said you can't call him a hoe because you was on 69 and the man was knocking on your door at 112. So Rose said no, because he said
I,
all of us hoes. He said
I,
all of us hoes.
I didn't do
That's what he
nothing
yeah,
to
but
that
said. That's
man,
what he
bro.
said.
can you please treat him better? It's hashtag treat that man better. Cause is it true though? You made him sleep on the floor.
Mm.
He done did too much
Okay.
for you, Brian.
Y'all have a good day. I just
Did
wanted
you
to
throw him on
come
the
clear my
floor?
name.
You
I
probably
wanted to
told
clear
him.
my name up. And Castro, I wanted to tell
Oh,
you this, Castro. You are somebody, Castro. I applaud you for being mature because, like you said earlier, you could take the nasty route instead of taking the high road. And it's hard to take the high road sometimes, especially with a character like Tommy. It's hard. So I really do applaud you and I wish you success.
And that
I
is
wish
so
you
good, Brian. But
success.
people really want to know about the flow. They said the flow, not the
I'm not
flow.
talking
So
about
the
that.
man
I'm not
said,
talking about
you
that.
may see that man on
Just
the
like you
flow.
tried to make me the butt of the fucking joke this morning, talking
Well,
about
no,
some
you do
goddamn
need to get a ring
ring
camera. That
camera and
man
shit.
almost beat the hell out that dough down. Don't be getting mad that
Man,
you got.
whatever.
Did you get
I'm
enough
getting
money for that
down, man.
ring
Whatever, man.
camera?
Y'all play too fucking much. Y'all play too much. And Rose, stop bringing me the fuck up. You sit up there talk about man. Oh my
No, you
god.
called the man honest hoe, and the man honestly said you was come on now. You was on the road. You was on 69 of all places, leaving somebody in the morning, and the man came knock on your door at 112. So now you call honest road, honest hoe, but then it was like, well, people see that, but and I know it was just for ground turkey tacos and some wine and talking, but it was still at 1 o'clock in the morning. But okay, anyway, bro. I think it's
yeah,
real
bro.
interesting. Go ahead, Ro.
Oh,
And
Brian left fast. I don't think you wanted to answer that question.
I mean, but the
Maybe you
people
just
said the
fell off.
flow. The people kept on saying
Yeah.
flow. People said
Mm.
flow, and after that, but he said the man did sleep on the flow, and so yeah.
He shouldn't have let that man came in at
But let me say this. Let me say
1:15.
this
He was
though. When
tired.
somebody done all of your homework, done gave you $150 for coffee, don't make him sleep on the floor. At least give and the thing is that he had
So
a
you say
blow up
100 and how
mattress.
much?
He had a
But
blow up mattress that he could have used. He didn't want to blow the mattress up. My God, today. But this ain't
Ken
about
do
him.
enough for
This
that
ain't
man
about
though.
him, bro. This ain't about
Yeah.
him. This ain't about
Okay.
him. But Castro, look, the bottom line is you may get left alone, you may not. It depends on how that person feels. So my thing is it's going to be up to Tommy. Because My thing is, I think that going forward, you're going to have to realize, okay, who do I want to be with? And knowing what I know now, maybe I don't need to mess with somebody from YouTube. Maybe it needs to be somebody local. And knowing that I know now, maybe I don't need to be with someone who has a quick temper, who's bound to do something. I mean, because it's deep, and you can tell him to stop, but it's really going to be up to him. What are your thoughts, Castro?
Oh well, I feel like this is just another lesson learned because this is not my first rodeo, so therefore I'm used to
Well, what did
certain
you
things.
do on the
That's
second
why.
and the third rodeo? Because did you learn something from them rodeos? Because it seems like you get the same steer all the time.
Now you're trying it. Jay
No, but
Wilson,
no, no,
just like
seriously. You
through
said this is not
life,
my first
you're gonna have
rodeo.
some ups and some downs when you are dealing with people out here. So come on
Okay.
now.
I'm just saying, you said this is your first, second rodeo, and baby, you got a
No, I
real
said it's
one.
not. No, I said this is not my first rodeo or second.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, as in relationships. Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. So I know how to handle
Child,
certain
bro, they
things.
had him coming to see you. Baby, I'm like, how did Castro get to see Roe? Or it either was Roe or ODS. And I'm like, how he getting to Virginia? And then they said they had enough money to get back. Now, I'm just saying, that's not true. That was alleged, though. They got deep. And everybody was like, was that Roe?
I think I heard Tommy. He was saying something about somebody with dreads.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, I think it was talking about maybe.
Mm,
Yeah, I guess ODS. But I
mm.
mean, Castro, I see now, for a lot of things, you really are trying to, I feel like, hold back. Um, and I don't know, it seemed like it's just become a big mess. Oh, I don't know, because I thought, wasn't it just a little while ago where I thought y'all were coming back, into a better spot. And then it just like broke loose again. What
Well,
weren't
some
y'all
things.
coming to it? I thought you may have been taking up for him, or was he taking up for you?
Well, it was some things that was going on, but when different, well, I would say when both parties may have a disagreement, sometimes you guys may see something like this on display. But it's not an act. This is for real, for real. Honestly, there's no, there's no coming back from what we done already said about each other and really done did. So hey, I just wish the person the best. That's it. That's all I can say.
Do you feel like um you would want, like do you feel okay to kind of still be on YouTube? Like, do you feel like this is something that could potentially, like, that really is making you feel like bad, or do you think you'll be able to kind of get over it as y'all basically drift away from each other, or do you feel like it's something that's like sticking in you that you
Oh no,
may want him to stop, or do you feel like he's gonna stop? Like, because I noticed lately you seem kind of drained. Like, you haven't, it's only a certain amount of energy that you can give it, the situation. So where do you see it after this? Do you?
well, where I see it after this is me doing what I normally would do and handle. I'm not concerned about what's going on YouTube like that. I love to peek in and give my little intake and give my opinion about certain things, but other than that, whatever has been said about me, hey, let it be said because at the end of the day, I know who I am, and therefore, I don't have to answer the things that's not of me.
Okay. I'm sorry, I had to get some water. What's up, Tommy?
Jay Wilson, I just want to clear the air with just with Brian. See, Brian always trying to go below the belt. This is serious check, but I'm about to get a mic because of him. That's why I had to get out here because they ain't gonna be able to hear me. So if he did hear that, let me tell you something, Jay Wilson. I weigh like 150. I'm 6'1", right? 6'1", almost 6'2". I would say 6'2". I weigh 153 pounds, sometimes 156 pounds. So I wear size 32, right? So that means it's easy for me to slide my pants down, right, and tinkle because my stuff hang. It ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't gotta do nothing but just sit there and pee, you know what I mean? Ride and move around and rock, you know what I mean? And I ain't gotta do nothing but pull, you know, let it drip, you know how we do, and pull them right on back up. You know, I'm trying to get on back in there, Mike. You know what I mean? You know, I just don't understand that. I got to explain my use the bathroom and all that. Some people on here sit on the toilet and pee. I don't do that. So shut up talking to me.
Okay. I just think, Tommy, that y'all just need to go your separate ways and be happy. It seems like Castro is very silent on some things. I heard what you had to say, and how you sound. It sounds like you were, that you were sacrificing a lot. You said you had to take somebody's sister somewhere, and you said that somebody's mom was saying, see, Tommy works and Tommy is doing this. And so it just made it seem like that you were doing a whole lot and you were holding things together. And, you didn't say some things, and that, yeah, but your stuff was more in the YouTuber sphere than Castro. So let's say if Castro was even doing those things that you say he was doing, we just didn't see it. And again, I think that you all were not revealing, which you don't have to, which you really don't have to. But I think when you come on in public and people see certain things in public and hear things in public, people are going to say something, and that's just the B sector. Everybody ain't happy because I went to go out to eat. Somebody gonna be nasty. It is what it is. It's par for the course. People are not gonna like it. You might wear something and think you turning it, and somebody gonna be like, "Oh, child, you ain't even turning it," because that's the B sector. And I think on your part, Tommy, if you gonna even step a foot over here, you got to get used to criticism. Because if you're not used to criticism, you ain't gonna make it.
Well,
Because people,
but
I
y'all
don't care if you're the finest thing,
they
people
can
gonna
take
have
my
issues.
man.
Go ahead.
They can't take my man. What you mean? They the one got to go take it. They gonna hurt me going to dad. I'm gonna tell dad, and you can tell dad what the fuck you want to tell dad. So dad ain't paying no goddamn rent, no car, nothing. He ain't paying shit over here. And dad ain't getting no ass over here. Nobody in the world gonna get my ass or nothing about what's going on between me and a dude on YouTube that I'd have been in a relationship with. Who give a damn? As long as I don't disrespect my family, I don't give a damn. I don't care. I am a flaming proud gay. I don't care about none of it. Let's
No,
get
you're
it.
not. You are
Let's
ashamed
get
of
it.
being gay. And first of all, why would you always want to attack me? And then when I come and cuss your ass out, now you're the victim again. That is good. That's how I know you got mental illness. And I
Yeah,
have it a little
because you
bit.
always
So
talk
I
about
can recognize it. I can
shut your
recognize it.
motherfucking ass. Go,
Nah,
go.
well, but you shut your skinny skeletal ass up. It could go vice versa. I don't want to argue with you, Tommy, but you are weird and you're going to forever be alone because nobody is going to want to put up with a retarded, crazy psycho like you. I think you have schizophrenia, and then when you put liquor and beer with it, you just you are a hot ass mess. You are a mess, and you
All
need
right,
therapy, Tommy.
hold on,
You
look, 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 look,
bro,
look, hold on. Everybody cool down. I'm gonna put on the 30. So look, y'all, we can fight, we can do all of this, but the bottom line, Tommy, is it's gonna be what you need to do for you. Castro is gonna be what you need to do for you. You all were in a relationship. It is no more. I wish you all can get a place where y'all can just say hey and bye and keep on moving. Because at the end of
Sisters.
the day, what is going to benefit you? Because I'm gonna say this: if you put somebody in a ditch, you got to stay down there with them. And you can't hold somebody down unless you stay with them. And what happens is the water comes and both of y'all drown. So my thing is you got to figure out what you want,
He didn't do it.
because time is too short. And you know what? Let me say this, Tommy and Castro. I think y'all might be in y'all 30s now, baby. Y'all 40 will be hitting soon. And you don't want to look back and don't have nothing to show for it. You don't want to look back and be by yourself. I'm just saying, think about those things. I mean, don't stay stuck. Okay, the relationship didn't work out. Y'all drank too much. So what can we learn from this? Don't drink so much. What can we learn from this? Get a job, be strong, be independent. What can we learn from this? If you see something and it don't look right, then you need to discuss it. If that person don't want to do nothing about it, that may be the time to leave. I'm just being real today. Because again, you're gonna be hitting the next thing you know, Tommy and Castro, y'all gonna be 55 and still doing the same shit. And it don't make no sense. So y'all gotta figure out what do I want? Do I want something more? And then if you want something more, then you gotta be more. And I'm being real about that.
Come on, somebody.
And let me say this. I like both of you all. I think Castro is talent in his way. Tommy, you are funny as hell. The accent, everything. You funny as hell. I mean, let me tell you something. I would watch you before I watch another content creator who I'm not gonna name because Brian fight with them. I would watch you because it's funny. The shit is funny.
I ain't
But y'all
fighting with
gotta
nobody.
develop y'all stuff. Go ahead.
I ain't fighting with nobody, Pastor. I love everybody. I ain't fighting with
Well, let
nobody.
me stop. Let me stop that because I'm being a little bit messy because Brian and that man did get a truce. They did get a truce. So let me stop. They did get a truce. So they
Thank
did
you,
get a
man.
truce.
Sweet Tessa. Tessa, why you ain't been on here to have my back?
Hey, you know what? I'm here for moral
Not Queen
support.
Tulsa.
Hi, baby. I'm here for moral support. Hey, Pastor, happy
All right.
birthday.
Thank you.
Listen here, it is still Pastor's birthday. We are still rolling through the weekend. So if you would like, please go ahead and send him an old nasty piece of cash app,
Yes,
honey.
Lord.
Yes.
Yes.
So Tulsa, what's going
Cha-ching.
on? What have you gathered? You just popping in. What's going on?
Well, my heart really I'm really over here aching for Tommy. Um, I'm just really sad that,
Well, why are you aching for Tommy? You ain't aching for both of them? I'm aching for both of them.
No, you.
well, Castro and I, we've been having some intimate conversations, and Castro has, said that he's leaving the lifestyle. So, as far as Castro, I'm letting Castro go on that journey, but we still have Tommy that's still here in this lifestyle, and we need to support this man. We do. I'm here to support.
Oh, interesting. Mm.
Because
Okay.
Yeah, he said something
because
like
if he
that.
was in the lifestyle, if he wasn't in the lifestyle, he wouldn't be keep going on y'all platforms and stuff. You know what I mean? He wouldn't do it. He just playing with the Lord and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I say, it's all content. It's all it is. It's all about content. He want to play games because when we first got together, he was going into that Brian, talking about Brian. He the one talking about Brian mama. I ain't know nothing about none of that. Brian, I know this touching. And that's the reason why I said
Tommy,
we about
stop
to
talking to me, Tommy. Stop talking to me, bitch, and go figure out your life, ho. Stop talking to me and worry about your things that you have to worry about, okay? You always want to say my fucking name, bitch. Okay? Stop talking about it. Okay, okay, leave me alone.
Well, Brian, hold on. Why you getting explosive? You on the panel. The man done said what he said.
Pastor,
You
you
on the
just,
damn
no,
panel.
man,
And he
hold up,
just
man.
telling you,
Hold up.
and he just
Hold
telling you what
up.
Castro said.
Girl,
So
get
I
back.
mean,
Get
go
back.
ahead.
Get back.
So
Get
anyway,
back.
I know you ain't talking to me. I'm just saying let the man talk. I
Get
mean, is
back.
this your
Well,
platform?
tell him to stop
Are
talking
Oh,
to
you the
me,
please
man.
don't trigger
moderator? Are you the
Pastor.
moderator? Is this your platform? No, because I'm just saying you hostile. Just
Well,
be
why he
quiet
get to
and
say
let the
what he
man say,
wants to me
you just
then?
hostile. The man
But
is
why do
saying
he
that,
get to say
look,
what he
the
wants to
man is
me
saying,
then?
look, I'm just telling you what was said. Just listen and then respond. But I mean, I know you don't like the man, but people you don't like, you just so hostile with. God
Yeah, I
damn.
am. You're right.
Just
You're
okay
right.
then, well, chill out. Okay? Just chill out. The man was saying something. He didn't call your name. He was just saying what somebody had said.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's how I got his damn tea because it came. So
Pastor,
that's all.
whatever.
Jesus.
Whatever.
That's
Jesus.
He gave me all y'all tea. That's how I found out about the pastor in a while. I ain't know nothing about that. Pastor did something to him. He used to talk about you like a dog, Pastor. I swear to God, God take my life. I
I
know you never
don't,
want you.
Child, I don't doubt it because people do that. That don't mean I dislike Castro, but I just know what people do.
Why
God,
you
please
Jeez.
don't take his
listen?
life.
Listen, Pastor, why you think I always thought you wanted him? I always thought that because he told me about the cabin situation. So they gave me in
Mhm.
my mind. Pastors older man, they want younger men. You know what I mean? You know, when the grandma here died, I know that ain't nobody came over here in the big section and told me that. He pillow talked with me and told me that. He told me about Teresa, mama laid in the casket, the dirty draws. I know about this man, busting her in her mouth. I know about VSI Corn, you know, in the military and all that went
Wait
on.
a minute. Who was in the casket with dirty draws?
I ain't said they showed Teresa dirty draws. I know about all of them. I've seen
Oh
Pastor
Lord.
Chess. I know he's just a messy queen behind the scenes, just messy. And that's the thing about it, these people over here cussing me out, he doing this and doing that. I said, that means why I'm calling you a faggot in the park? Because he telling me and told me all this shit y'all be doing over here. Hell, I wouldn't have knew. I ain't know about no damn B sector. He came over in my chat. Now me and Brad was cool at first, and I did not know Brad was gay because Brad don't come out to me. If you ain't never seen Brad and he come on your planet, his voice don't sound gay, and I don't see gay when I
That's
look.
LaDonna. That's LaDonna,
Mm.
sweetheart.
But let me say this, Castro is right. I do like young men. That's why I have one. Hello, somebody, but it's not him. So again, he was right about that, but I wasn't trying to get him no cabin. But I understand what you're saying because there's a lot of stuff that you said that you know. And let me say this: I'm not even mad at Castro for saying things. He was just giving you information about the people in the beef sector. But I get it. I ain't mad at it. But it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is.
Yeah, but
And
I'm like,
Brian don't come off as gay. He showed on.
not
Keep
to
on
me,
going.
because when he came on my platform, I thought he was just a cool, straight guy. I ain't know nothing about no damn B. I think he might have did say something about that. He did say I'm from the B sector because Brian got the deep boy like me, and he came on my platform twice. He had sent me $20 twice, and I appreciated it. I showed did. He used to watch me, but I ain't know the man was gay. But oh, hell broke loose.
Wait a minute, $200.
I said he saw me
20.
20.
You heard $200. You know Brian ain't sending nobody no $200. You heard 20. Okay.
Yeah, he did send me 20. Some folks
220.
say, "Man, you did
220.
it."
I actually sent him more than that. Oh, excuse me, I don't want to be hostile. Let me simmer down. I actually sent you like about $100 and something dollars,
No, you didn't.
Oh.
Tommy.
Well, you might send me a different cash
If I'm
out.
not mistaken.
You probably did, man. I ain't gonna lie. Because if you did, it might have been on a certain cash app. Because I've been hitting the same cash app for 3 years, so I can go back and look and see. That I ain't gotta
Okay,
do
well,
no
you tell me what I
bullshit.
sent you because I was just supporting you, but that's why I always be like, well, why you just turned up on me because I know Castro from the D sector, and then
Well,
you
I
just turned up.
feel a connection. I feel like Tommy and Brian should hook up. Yeah.
Queen Tulsa. Okay,
Queen Tulsa,
No, I
I feel
mean,
that you being messy. I
no.
feel that you being messy right now, Queen Tulsa.
I
Because
feel like they
again,
balance
I
each
just
other
think that
out.
I think they need to get to an understanding so they can be cordial on a platform. And I think it's kind of rude if Tommy and Castro just broke up and then here come Brian trying to move in. That looked real messy. It looked real
Listen
tacky.
here. Well, I don't want to ruin. I don't want to
You're
ruin
mad.
your. Well, listen here, Tommy. I will say this. I don't want to ruin your vision of Brian, but Brian is LaDonna. Brian is going to
yeah.
Virginia. He's got his wig. He's got his panties. Are you okay with that? Would you be okay with a drag queen?
I need me some more wine. Hold up, I'll be right back.
Brian is exploring that. He's not
Well,
that.
Tommy needs to know what's going on.
I'm lost because I don't watch his content. I don't know what's going on. I don't know nothing about what him and Honest Road them got going on. I just hear little bits and pieces. Like I watch the people that always talk about
Okay,
me.
so you can look
Brian is
past
trying
it.
to drag the trans community by dressing
Hold
up.
on, Ro. Hold on, Ro. So you
So
you can look past all that, Tommy, is what you're saying.
Yeah, depending on the personality.
But why
Okay.
you don't look past it and they ain't getting together? See, Queen Tulsa, you trying to be messy, and I see it. I see it from a mile. Tommy and Brian was at a good place, and then something did. Tommy told us what happened, and I just think that we need to move in short increments. I don't
Well,
think we need to
Brian is in
go there.
here. I think he went to go get LaDonna.
Oh, okay,
Go
well, I
ahead.
just think that we need to move in short increments because I think you're moving real too fast, baby. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stay to the rivers and the streams that you used to. You're moving too fast. Okay, now that's real tacky. This man just broke up with somebody, and now y'all trying to get them together.
It's
Child,
time
move,
to move
move.
on. What are you waiting for?
get up, Pastor. Get up. You see?
Shit.
I mean,
What are
well,
you
why not
waiting
hook him up
for?
around this road, Queen Tulsa? Why not hook him up around this road? I mean, Honest Road is open and willing, per usual.
You
I
see
got
Well,
the
Ro?
answer
actually,
He
with
you
the
know
backing up
what?
too.
Listen here, Honest Bro may have the I, but he doesn't have the T, and Tommy has both. So I think that you and Tommy would definitely rock these streets, okay, and rock that bed, okay. And he said that he's going to
Tommy.
accept LaDonna whenever LaDonna comes out, but I don't think that he want to see LaDonna. But if LaDonna just walk out, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be cool with it. He gonna be cool with it.
Be real with
Like,
you. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. I did not know Brian was like that. Brian is not ugly, and I'm gonna be real with you. I don't have nothing against people that's a certain size. Because before I was gay, I dated nothing but big girls. Big girls, they treated me good. I ate good, maybe. I
Well,
don't
baby,
like
when LaDonna comes, you gonna really go crazy. All right, but
Pastor
honey, but
Joe
let me say
Wilson,
this
go
though.
ahead.
Let me say this. I would rather us have a conversation like this than always fighting and scrapping. Now, again,
I'm
Castro
trying.
and Tommy's gonna have to work that out. And my biggest thing is Castro said, you know what, let's just move on. And that's gonna be totally up to Tommy. But at the end of the day, I would rather us have conversations like this than always going at each other's throat and doing all of this stuff. Because at the end of the day, that's what people want. But hey, that's my thought.
Well,
And
you
I
know
know
the queen is gonna come over and stir things up for you, Pastor. Okay.
you did, but come on now, the man look. Tommy and Castro just broke up, and now you trying to be Dover's love connection. Child, don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, listen
Don't
here.
do it.
In the words of Miss Wendy Williams, she says to get over one, go and get under another. How you doing?
Yeah, you tell it your
Brian,
bro.
Brian, I want to apologize
You
to
tell
you.
it your honest bro. Talking about some loyalty. Honest, bro, I've always been loyalty, and that touched me in my spirit. I can't even lie
I
and say
wasn't talking about you, Brian. See, look at
Oh,
you. I wasn't
oh,
talking about you when I
oh,
said that. I
oh.
was talking about other times up here that I have had collaborations with people, and it was a thing of loyalty. You think you the first person that done cuss me out about loyalty and
Okay, so
backbone?
Brian, could you give
No,
Ro,
sir.
can you give Ro an apology because you did think it was Ro, and Ro said it's not you.
Yeah, it wasn't you.
okay.
Mm.
Okay.
You,
Mm.
you said
And
he been
Pastor,
you said he been acting. It's that
and Joe
wine.
Wilson,
Stop.
let me tell you something, Joe
No.
Wilson.
Stop trying to
Let me tell
paint
you.
Brian out to be a drunk. Let him flirt
Oh
with
no! See, my,
Tommy.
my Queen
But
Tulsa. If I want to learn
Tommy can be a drunk,
anything, I can learn from Queen
but Tommy
Tulsa
can be a
because
drunk.
she's been married for years now. So I'm going to take the Queen Tulsa loyalty class. When is class in session? Queen Tulsa, because she's been with that white man over there for I don't know
Mhm.
how long now, but she been hanging on. So
It'll be
this
Look
where I'm
about it.
7.
gonna go to
It'll
learn
be
my
7
loyalty.
years.
Okay,
It'll be
and she
7
used to
years.
be a hoe too. So Brian said is honest hoe. So look, I got a hoe that used to be hoe. She said she still hoe a little bit, but at least she loyal. So I'm gonna
Man,
learn right there.
ma'am,
Come on, I'm gonna sit down Indian style. Hoe is like,
listen.
Oh my.
Listen here. I was a professional call girl. Okay.
Oh,
Let's not do
girl,
that.
yeah,
Let's not
yeah,
do
you
that.
throw that money on that counter, boo.
I ain't worried, but I still didn't find that tire shop. But I'm gonna keep on moving on. Let me move on. Let me go on mute.
Brian, I want to apologize to you because I shouldn't have brought your mom up in it. We can read each other, but I'm not going to bring your mom up in it. I knew that was hurtful. That show to me at this point ain't even worth for me, like you said, even cussing and going out. But I'm gonna run him as content, but hard for the core. But your mother
You'll
ain't
be
got
cussing
nothing.
me out again tomorrow, Tommy. I'll be in your bushes. You bring me up 1,000%. I've never 1,000 times in your life. I've never came between you and Castro. But the whole root of this live is, Tommy, I came up here and I specifically said I did not want to fight. And here we once again I'm being labeled as hostile, but I'll shut up because I know my place over
But
here. I don't
Brian, you
want to
said
have
I don't
Brian,
want to
you
fight,
are
but then
not.
you went. But hold on, you said you didn't want to fight, and then you commenced to cussing him out and called the man Doberman
after
face.
after
Really
he
though?
said. But
Brian
did you
did
just
nothing
completely?
wrong.
But did you, girl, stop? But did you completely miss what he? Did you miss what he told me, Pastor? But it's neither here or there. I'm over it. He just
Okay,
apologized to me. I can be a
okay,
man
that's good,
about
and
it.
I'm glad. Somebody said, Brian, did you order your dope camera?
Bring your mama up no more. We done with it. I'm gonna
Did I
call
order
it
my
that
door camera? I turned my
because
cash up. Cash up. Excuse me, Tommy. Listen, Tommy. I do want to say this in all seriousness, Tommy. Are you willing to just respect Castro's peace? If he said, "Let me just be, let me move on," are you willing to do that though? In all seriousness.
what is you talking about when they keep bringing when he go on y'all pounds? Cash him don't even do pounds. He started doing pounds, and when he get on pounds, it's always discussing me. I end up my name got to be somewhere involved in the equation. What is you talking about? I'm not on pounds and big sector. I'm not watching y'all. I don't know what y'all got going on over
So
there.
I got a question, Tommy. How do you find this out, and who sends it to you?
In the chat, I'm lying myself. I don't watch y'all. You
I'm
might
just
be
because people in the chat is real messy. And when you did come over, me and Castro was talking about relationships in the future, and we weren't even talking about you at the time. And that's why I say, because people send $1 to your Cash App. I ain't gonna even mention the name, but people do all of this stuff because they really want to stir it up and they really want you to get pissed off. And they would say, "Oh, they over there talking about you." And about time you click the link, me and Castro was talking about, okay, going forward, what do you want to do? Going forward, what do yeah. Okay. I don't know if you're still here.
Yeah,
oh,
like I said, Castro
Oh,
said,
go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead, Tommy, and then Queen Tulsa. Go ahead, Tommy.
I don't know what you want me to say. Answer, because I'm just listening to you. I ain't worried about it because I ain't worried about it. I'm not worried
Okay.
about
I'm just saying though, because I do know people put stuff
it.
out to get you pissed off.
My content, to be real with you, because no
Okay.
one knows Castro like I know him. So it is
Okay.
what it is. That's all for the going. Send
Okay.
what you want to send to who you want to send it to. Ain't nobody getting no ass here. I ain't committing no crime. I ain't gonna get no fel. This is my body. The whole way they'll talk about it for a little while. Like they talked about it that other video. They talk about well, them folks ain't cutting that shit. They live in their own lives. Worried about their own household. They not worried about Tommy. And they show it because I ain't calling asking for a dime. Tommy working and doing everything. I don't care. No one. I am gay. I am proudly gay, but I am a more of. I'm not no you. I'm not the one that's just going to just go out there just be throw myself off of people and shit. I don't do that. You know what I mean? That ain't mean because just because I don't want to be out openly gay. I'm not. That's nothing to me. I'm
Well,
totally
but it's
different.
not, but gay is gay. And my thing is whether Brian presents or if he doesn't present, you still like the same thing. You still like company of a man. So, it is what it is. Y'all trying to categorize gay. It's gay. It is what it is. I mean, I'm just saying.
You got film,
Okay.
you got mass, you got trade, you got you got the DLs, you got different ones. They are in categories, baby.
when
Well,
did
they're
you
in
come out,
categories, but
Tommy?
Tommy, y'all try to do a whole lot. Oh gosh. Anyway,
Tommy, when did you come out, sweetheart?
I came out 2 weeks before coming out day 9/21/21. I became a content creator January 28th, 2022. Which my
Oh,
family knew it, but I made it publicly then.
so you came out as gay in 2021?
Yes.
Okay. How does it feel?
At this point, I love it. I just want to be a reserve gay. You know what I mean? That's how I was. I always lay low. You know what I mean? Play low, play slow. I mean, play slow, lay low. You know what I mean? That's the type of gay I am, and it's not like I'm not there no more. It's like they want me to be a gay that just, like I got to fight and argue. I wasn't used to that. I said, hell, it's best to be on Jack than be trying to talk to somebody on YouTube. Because Jack, motherfucker, get on your nerves. You got to look back. But on
Yeah.
YouTube, you got to keep dealing with this stuff, y'all. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? You do sneaky conniving shit, and I do sneaky slick conniving shit too. You know what I mean? They want to put it all on me. He don't even do panels. When we was together, I ain't doing no panels. I'm not talking about it. But now all of a sudden he want to talk. So when I do my talking, I talk, and people got an issue, a problem with it. No, you seen the aggressive part of me. I want you to see you the part of him that the cover up he showed. He's a cover up. That's a cover up channel. That's why he had 2K. You ain't gonna see nothing. Nothing. He ain't showing you nothing. He ain't gonna
So
show
let me
you.
ask you this, because I think someone in the chat says, did Castro get his masculinity? Did that influence the sparkly little blouse that you had on?
No. No, I did that for content because that crackhead was calling me a fairy and sissy, duty and the booty and all that shit. I run it for content. My supporters give me money, and I always was hip. I've always been fashionable, but no. I've always
Okay.
been like that. My mama raised me like that. Back in the day, I wore Saucony's and Levi's and Tommy Hilfiger. My name Tommy. My dad named Tommy. He retired from Georgia Pacific Paper Mill. When I did 8 years U.S. Army. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
50 I did a good life. I was born in Heidelberg, motherfucking Germany. My mom and dad were married 4 years when they conceived me. I wasn't a bastard. You know what I mean? I was meant to be here to live this old life. One of them, you know what? That's why God been a ram in the bush for me, baby. Daddy,
Yeah.
preacher, you know what I mean? Always been good to me, and I never had father issues. And it hurted me for for them to send into my father's the church, but you know what some people don't have, they never experienced that, they don't know. Now, Jay Wilson, if someone took that to your church and you got your father name now, you know how they can be touching, but it's hard for the core for me. I
But
should have
see,
never put
that's
my
the thing,
name.
Tommy. That's the thing. You know, I I'm who I am. My church is a radically inclusive church, so that's not a big whoop. And I think people were trying to do something about my dad. My dad already knew. I mean, my dad has met my partner.
Are
My
you a
dad and my
reserved
partner
gay?
talk.
When they say you,
Are
but
you
I
reserved
don't
gay,
know.
Pastor?
I'm going by what I heard, Jay
Well,
Wilson.
let me say this. Let me say this. Let me
Just
say
like
this.
you going out with
Let me say this.
Castro
It's really
too.
interesting that Tommy says that, and I think a lot of people are laughing. But I was a chaplain, and some chaplains wore the rainbow
I
flag,
ain't
and
never,
some
I
didn't.
come from the
I
country.
didn't wear the rainbow flag, not because I was ashamed of it, but I didn't want anybody not to say, "Well, I don't want you to talk to me." You know, I
Right.
want you to hear me first
You be
before you make a judgment on something that I wear.
you
So
be
I think it's different, and I think people are different whatever environment
and
they're
then like
in. If
you
I'm in an office environment, it may be different than when I'm at home, or if I'm in a group of gay men, it may be totally different. So I just think that it depends on who, what, when, and where.
Jay
Um,
Wilson, I'm gonna be
but,
real
but,
with
but, but reserve gay,
you.
I mean, if you ask me, I'm going to tell you. But I mean, I'm not trying to, I don't have to have it emblazoned on my chest or anything. I mean, I just go to work. I'm just like everybody else. But if you ask, I'm going to tell you.
Sexuality is not about the sexuality. It's about the principle of them sending to the church, man. That's what I'm talking about. It ain't about you being gay or nothing. They just the principle of them sending that shit to the church. Period. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't like my daddy know, the people know I walk gay. They gonna know. Ain't no, you know what I mean? I'ma like to call me gay. People on YouTube ain't know that. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Somebody get mad at me, school. That's the first thing they gonna say, Jay Wilson. I wasn't gay. You know what I mean? They always was rumor. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I wouldn't. I'm being real with you. So, you know, I had a person write a letter on me. It's calling me faggot punks in the 7th grade. And that's how we was in the keyboard class and what the homework he come, oh, you my English teacher. That's why I do like you. He said I don't like you. I just didn't like you being a double standard with this shit. You know, because I thought you was more like Dr. Gregory, a counselor, therapist. That's what I think you should be. Your home row key, capitalize ASD, Senecola. That man did 100 pages on me, printing my names all over the school. I want to do the school like Carrie, calling me faggots, punks. He was going to have sex with me
Okay,
in my.
so Tommy, Castro's in the chat. Can you give him apology and let him know that you're ready to move on?
I'm not reading the chat.
No, I'm saying he's down there. He said that he'd like an apology and he wants to move on.
I'm not apologizing to him.
But he didn't say that.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he didn't. He did not say that at
Oh,
all.
okay.
Tosa, you being messy. He is in the chat and he's saying goodbye.
Oh, he
Look,
said goodbye.
y'all
Okay.
messy. I don't know who's going to take this. I don't know who's going to go ahead and continue this on, but I am in the restroom now because I'm getting ready to shower and get ready to go to this comedy club. But I really thank you all. You all, is Tosa, you gonna go on, or Tommy, are you gonna
Yes,
go
I'm gonna go
on?
live.
Who?
Tucker,
Tommy.
So y'all go on over to Tommy's. Tommy's gonna entertain you all. And Tommy, I'm not saying I didn't know your
but we
background was so sterile, so I didn't know it was a storage area. I didn't know. So I was trying to be shady.
right, but we'll talk about some other time without Castro. Just let me know or something, so you can get to know me, so you can understand the type of person I am. You know what I
Okay,
mean? It's gonna be back Castro. Since I mean,
okay.
I don't want to be arguing with these people and stuff, call them all out the name and stuff. Just be fair and don't just, you know what I mean? Just be fair. You know what I mean? That's
Well,
all I
I'm gonna
say.
go live about this, Tommy, if you want to come
All
over.
right. Well, look, my shower is on, so y'all be blessed.
All
Go on over there
right.
to Tommy. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye.